Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the New England Patriots taking on the New York Giants.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, it's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Mike Evans. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So now here are the Giants as they'll get their first opportunity here. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Just 2 weeks left in the regular season, so not many opportunities left. But I've got to tell you, I think he's had an MVP type of a season, and I just hope that everyone who votes doesn't go to sleep and already have their ballots cast.
I think there are a couple others in the national media who feel that way too. You and I have been discussing this race since the calendar hit December Alvarez and many others, but I think it's going to take 8 big quarters for him to truly have consideration. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 98 yards, and a score.
And a rushing title is definitely within sight, so the excitement on the offensive side of the football, I mean, they're bouncing off the walls wanting to get out there, but they also understand that they're going to face some really stacked defenses down the stretch because they don't want it to happen at their expense.
They give him a gain of 38. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was brought down at the 10.
Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Now a handoff looking right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 3rd and medium. They opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. They get this out left, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Giants are going to take a 1st quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down.
And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Taken down.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 1st down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Andy Isabella Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants add on to their lead.
Joey Sly.
If you did know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw here. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And the Patriots will get a new set of downs. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The throw over the middle taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. They'll look to throw again. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
1st and 10.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And they must have seen something leading up to this one that said, hey, we're going to be able to go deep because they've gone deep with a lot of success.
And pick your phrase, pick your code words, your buzzwords, whatever, vertical stretch, deep pass.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
New York.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The quarterback sack. Brought down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. And after the sack, he's still down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for New England. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at the 15. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd and a yard, Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Joey Sly.
So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Shreds the tackle, and they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. He'll look to set up his blockers. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
A quick throw complete out to Isabella. 7 yards, the pick up there.
To Andy Isabella. A 7-yard.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Number 86. Touchdown, New York.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to
half.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there.
Down and sack.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we now proceed to the start of the second half. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick from the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, it's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, you shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Murray going to fire one out wide. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Well, they found him 8 times in that first half, and this is his first catch of quarter number 3.
First down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On 2nd and 12, Murray, throw left side, complete to Isabella.
Murray's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one is right. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. and sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to make it 3rd down. Down in less than a yard.
3 brings up 3rd and inches.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Giants 1st down.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
An eligible receiver downfield. Offense.
Hey, we gonna do what we do.
Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up.
Still 1st down.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Six yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Number 11. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
New York.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And his throw here's incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. A 2nd and 10 now. Third-quarter action from Foxborough. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 19. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Giants.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter, a very one-sided affair. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. For it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
Back sack.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
New England on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
At their own
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
New York ready to go again offensively. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
31-yard line.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
That's out to the left flat and complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
17-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
2nd and 2.
Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To the sideline.
The Giants on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
To go.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll run here on 3rd and goal.
Yep.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Giants have got it on cruise control. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now out come the Patriots. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Max 50, Max 50.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Second and 6 at the 44-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. 50's the money. 50's the money.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Max 50, Max 50.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll find Pittman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 20.
That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Over the middle, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He'll get this off to Swift. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down.
Goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
tonight's final
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Giants, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0.
And they will head home for next week's contest. That is against Washington.
Meanwhile, for New England, the slide continues as they drop now to 3-12. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.